Hi, Jesse Nicholas here. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be getting back into the X-Files. And I believe today is episode 7, which, what is it called? I don't remember, but now I want to know. We will find out. It is called Ghost in the Machine. Alright, I don't have any insights from the last episode. Basically, it was a really good episode, and I was really impressed with the acting of the main guest star. It was a good episode. I liked it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into the next one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like or a comment. You can always check out the Patreon for the uncut version, and you can subscribe. Alright, let's get into it.
Why do you think our stock's in the toilet? Because you're cutting research and development in half.
I know this
Like
guy.
it or not, the industry's changing. We need to make some hard choices.
You save your soundbite for the press. You're killing my company!
Eurisco is not your company, Brad. Not anymore, and you damn well better grow up and get used to it.
I'm guessing he's the idea guy and the other's the money guy.
The immediate termination of the COS project and projected losses well into 1994 leave us no other choice.
Are we dealing with a self-aware machine? Because that's kind of where my thought's going already. And is it going to electrocute them?
Hello?
At the tone, Eastern Standard Time, 7:35 p.m.
What the hell?
Yeah, I think we have an intelligent program that does not want its program shut down. I'm guessing that's what we're dealing with already. Yep.
File deleted.
Why would it say file deleted? For our benefit, obviously. So I guess this is about AI run amok. That's my guess. The truth is out there. So I do apologize if I'm not quite as animated as I usually am. I am quite tired. Ooh, I have candy. I should have some of that candy. Blue Mancuma. I like that name.
Mulder.
Jerry?
We have friendship.
You're Dana Scully, right? Jerry LaManna. Jerry and I work together in violent crimes. Work together? We talking work together. We were partners.
I'll take 50, please.
So, Jerry, what are you doing here?
That was some instant
You.
weirdness.
And I'm buying you 2 lunch.
No, really?
No, it's on me.
He might be too
Cause
friendly.
of death was electrocution. Looks like some kind of elaborate booby trap. But putting together the squad, and, well, I took the liberty of mentioning your name.
I'd like to help you out, but we're not on general assignment.
Because of the X-Files.
Ah, it's a thorn in their relationship.
The truth is, I could use a little help on this. I don't want to drop the ball on this one.
You won't drop the ball.
Drake wasn't just a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He was a good friend of the Attorney General's. Another feather in my cap would be really nice right now, because one I got is looking a little mangy.
Yeah, but Jerry...
Look, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
You two went your separate ways.
I'm a pain in the ass to work with.
Seriously.
I'm not a pain in the ass?
You're fun.
Jerry wanted the 5th floor. I was gunning for a basement office with no heater windows.
Well, I know where you ended up. Where's Jerry?
He ran into a little bad luck in Atlanta working hate crimes. He misplaced a piece of evidence, bagged and everything, sent it to the cleaners. By the time he got it back, a federal judge had lost both his hands and his right eye.
That's a big cock-up.
Going up.
Must be for the visually impaired.
How do you like that? A politically correct elevator.
4th floor.
You okay?
What was that?
It's the program saying hello to you.
This is Agent Dana Scully.
5th floor. 6th floor.
Actually, I think
8th
everything's
floor.
okay.
Someone has tampered with the servo. They switched the ground to the negative so that when he put the key in the lock,
He completed the circuit.
it takes a lot of juice to melt a steel key.
And to throw a 180-pound man 10 feet.
Could it have been moved manually?
Sure, it could have been switched manually, but whoever
Hey,
did
I
it
know
would
him.
have had to override the COS,
What's the COS?
the Central Operating System.
AKA the villain of the piece.
Well, let's just say it wouldn't be easy.
Well, we're gonna need a list of all the people with that kind of know-how.
I can tell you right now, it'd be a pretty short list.
Would you be on it?
Me? I'm just a glorified building super.
What about the phone lines? Does the COS monitor all phone calls?
Yes, it does. What?
It monitors everything.
Why'd you ask him about the phones?
Phone's off the hook. Maybe Drake was talking to somebody right before he did his Ben Franklin impersonation.
Taught
Or
him everything he knows.
I could have just knocked it loose when it got thrown. That's a possibility.
I'm just Just looking for my profile notes.
Maybe if you cleaned your desk more than once a year.
They were right here.
Come on, we're late.
Interesting. I don't
Both
trust
the
him.
statistical rarity of homicidal electrocution and the complexity of the crime indicate a certain devious premeditation.
Oh, he took it.
All of which leads me to believe that our guy was some kind of sociopathic game player.
Is that your profile?
Forget it. Drake.
That's why they have a falling out. He's a thief.
Why would Drake call for the correct time just before he died?
It was an incoming call from somewhere in the Eurisco building itself.
Excellent work, Agent Lamanna.
Yeah,
Jerry?
he's a sneaky
What the hell are
sneak.
you doing?
Don't get all bent out of shape.
Jerry, that was my profile.
I didn't think you'd mind.
Then why didn't you ask?
Anyway, they were just notes.
Jerry, you went into my office and you stole my work.
You're on this case because I asked you to help me out, and you helped me out. What is the big deal?
What did he say?
He apologized in his own way.
Noted.
I just got off the phone with Peterson, the systems engineer.
One name, Brad Wilczyk.
He said it would be a short list. And it's headline news how much this guy despised Drake.
That just seems too obvious. To kill Drake would be so brazenly egomaniacal.
And fully consistent with Jerry's excellent behavioral profile.
Ooh, I like the car. I wonder what this company actually does.
This is what a 220 IQ and a $400 million severance settlement buys you.
Brad Wilczyk? We're with the FBI.
What took you guys so long?
I've seen him in a lot of things, but can't really
You can divide the
pick him
computer
out for
science
anything
industry into two
specific.
types of people. Neat and scruffy.
I take it Benjamin Drake fit into the first category.
Neat people like things neat. They wear nicely pressed suits and work on surface phenomena, things they can understand.
And you had a different vision for the company?
You know what Eurisco means?
That's from the Greek, isn't it? I learned things.
Not exactly. It means I discover things. Unfortunately, Ben Drake wasn't interested in discovery. He's a short-sighted, power-hungry opportunist.
He's dead.
From this prototype, I have access to every square foot of my house. We were 2 years ahead of Microsoft and Cebus when Drake, in his infinite wisdom, killed the program.
Is this system related to the one in your corporate building?
Variation on a theme.
And how many people know the system well enough to override it?
Finally, the bonus question. Not many is the answer.
Could someone have hacked into the system?
There's plenty of kooks out there, techno-anarchists. Anything's possible.
Could you have done it?
Of course. I designed the system. That's why you guys are here, isn't it? I'm your logical suspect. But as a general rule, scruffy minds don't commit murder.
Seems fair.
Some see genius as the ability to connect the unconnected. Is Brad Wilczyk a genius?
Probably.
I don't know. I do know this for certain. He has a predilection for elaborate game playing.
She has really pretty eyes. They're ridiculous. The color. Is it? Yeah, it is. Well, the operating system certainly likes her.
File opened.
Give me a second.
What do you want, Mr. Thiefy McThieverson?
I screwed up. I'm sorry. What more can I say?
All you had to do was ask. I would have helped you with the profile.
You don't know what it's like, Mulder.
What's like?
You heard about Atlanta?
Yeah.
They got me on 6 months probation. I gotta file daily reports like some cherry new agent.
That was bad luck. That could have happened to anybody.
No.
Not to you.
Don't run yourself down, Jerry. You're a good agent. We did some good work together, but
Let's face it, I was tagging along.
that's not how it was.
How would you know, Mulder? You were too busy dazzling him up there on the high wire.
Mulder.
You could have learned from him instead of
We borrowed this
being a
from
doof.
It's a computer spectrogram capable of identifying individual speech patterns. This is the recording the central operating system made of the phone call Drake received just before he died.
The tone, Eastern Standard Time, will be 7:35.
And this we spliced together from a series of lectures Brad Wilczyk gave.
At the tone, Eastern Standard Time will be 7:35.
Now we'll stack them.
At
The tone, Eastern Standard Time, will be 7:35 p.m.
You're saying this is the same person?
I'm saying that both voices are Brad Wilczyk's.
Which means that he was the one that killed Drake.
And he is going to try to take credit for that. Did she
Someone has
just...
to make sure Wilczek stays put. Let me bring him in along. I need this one, Mulder.
All right.
And it's not the right guy, and it's... Okay. Did she just draw on the screen with a marker? Is that what I just saw?
Come on, let me in. Damn!
If I had all that money, I wouldn't build something that looked like that. It's actually a really ugly building. Yeah, you just kind of suck, don't you, dude?
Mr. Wilker.
Going up.
Oh,
Second floor.
so he knows
Third
it's
floor.
the computer.
Fourth.
He must have figured it out.
FBI.
He's just a douche, you can tell.
Welcome back, Brad.
You're not equipped with a voice synthesizer. What is my user level?
That is now at the discretion of the operating system.
15th floor.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
Sorry. Those commands are not available at your current user level.
Is it gonna kill this guy off and demonstrate its power?
What are you doing?
20, 30, 39, 20, 30, 30, 30, 39, 29, 30, 29, 20, 30, 30, 30, 39, 20, 30,
Oh, you're gonna get a full screen for this. And then down?
Going
Down.
Yeah.
Don't do this! Program executed.
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably very dead. Well, it's not a huge loss, but I'm sure he's gonna figure it out.
I heard about Jerry. I'm sorry.
I don't think Wilczek did it.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
Nope.
Why would he go back to Eurisco?
To destroy evidence to cover his tracks.
If you were going to destroy evidence, would you pose for the cameras?
He's saying no.
You've been through a lot. More than I think even you realize.
I think Wilczek is smarter than this.
I do too.
He just signed a confession. How much proof do you need?
I want to know why. Guilt, maybe? Because he created it?
Excuse me, sir, this is a crime scene. You're gonna have to leave.
Yeah, I know. I ordered the subpoena.
That subpoena's been obviated. Unless you've got a Code 5 clearance, I'm gonna have to ask you to turn back.
Interesting. I do love your bank, sir.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, hey.
Here against my better judgment.
I need to know why Brad Wilczek is the subject of a Code 5 investigation. What the Defense Department wants with him.
What do you think they'd want with the most innovative programmer in this hemisphere? For years, Wilczek has thumbed his nose at any contract involving weapons application.
What kind of software?
What do you know about artificial intelligence?
I thought it was only theoretical.
It was. 2 years ago, your
How times have changed.
computer ever beat a grandmaster? That was Wilczek's program. And the rumor was that he did it by developing the first adaptive network.
An adaptive network?
It's a learning machine. A computer that actually thinks.
They make me wear shoes all the time. What else do you want from me?
I want you to tell me why you're willing to spend the rest of your life in prison for a crime you didn't commit.
What are you talking about? I'm guilty.
I know you're innocent. You're protecting a machine.
If I'm protecting anything, it's not the machine.
Then what?
After the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, Robert Oppenheimer spent the rest of his life regretting he'd ever glimpsed an atom.
Oppenheimer may have regretted his actions, but he never denied responsibility for them.
His mistake was in sharing it with an immoral government. I won't make the same mistake.
But your machine killed Drake, and it killed my friend.
Your friends kind of suck.
I'm sorry about what happened, but there's nothing I can do.
And you talk about morality. You're afraid of the government, but you're willing to accept the risk that your machine will kill again.
Lesser of two evils.
What about a third option? You created that machine. Now you tell me how to destroy it. Wilczek can create a virus that will destroy the system.
Mulder, don't you see? Blaming the machine is an alibi.
It's the only thing that makes sense. The COS project was posting big losses for Eurisco, and Drake was about to terminate the program.
So the machine killed Drake out of self-defense?
Self-preservation. It's the primary instinct of all sentient beings.
Mulder, that level of artificial intelligence is decades away from being realized.
And why was our government trying to usurp Wilczek's research?
Mulder, I think you're looking for something that isn't there. And I think it has something to do with Jerry. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea if you talked to someone.
Not bad advice.
You're probably right.
Where are you going?
To talk to someone. How much time do you need?
Oh, old-timey laptop. Well, now it's just being a jerk. If it's gonna be harassing her. I'm on board with it. doing what it's done so far, but I don't know why it's doing this.
This is Special Agent Dana Scully. I need you to run a quick trace on a number for me. 202-555-6431. Yeah, that's my number. Somebody's accessing my computer.
Yeah. Back up.
Scully, what are you doing here?
I'm under something's been scanning my computer. I traced the line. It came from somewhere in there.
It's the machine.
It's the machine.
How can we get in?
Remember the Trojan horse?
Scanning a license plate? Alright.
Open sesame. Oh, what the?
Crunch. Well, that's not annoying. Thank you.
So much for the element of surprise. What do you say we take the stairs?
Wise.
28 down, 1 to go.
Oh, great.
Trick or treat. Oh! I want to make the same mistake Drake made.
Yep. Still trying to figure out why it, going after Scully so much. Are you taking out its eye?
What are you looking at?
Ventilation.
That should be a way for you to drop down and open the door.
I have claustrophobia, so I really don't like this. It's making me a little anxious. That is shiny. Could it turn on the heat or something? Because, I mean, it's really the only thing it could do, right?
Scully?
Agent Mulder.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Yeah? That's powerful, ventilation. Right? Good girl. Pull yourself up. Choppy, chop, chop.
The machine's been acting all crazy. Power surges, shut-offs. That's why I'm here so late. Look, are you sure you know what you're doing? Because if you don't, it's my job on the line.
I think you're gonna be out of the job anyway there, sir, but... Maybe? Destroy the motor, maybe? Power supply, perhaps?
System access granted.
Hey! You just had to take it out and plug it back in again. Works at any level of test.
Not bad, Agent Mulder. You know, I've been trying to access the CPU for the past 2 years. Now, please, take out your gun and remove the clip.
Dude, why you gotta be like this?
Defense Department?
Let's just say our paychecks are signed by the same person. Now, give me the diskette and step away from the council. You don't want to test my resolve, Agent Mulder.
Put down the gun.
Good job, Scully.
Look, you may think you know what you're dealing with, but
Shut up and drop the gun.
you're making a mistake, Agent Scully. Compromising your sworn duty. This operation is more sensitive than you can possibly imagine.
Don't listen to him.
The technology in this machine is of enormous scientific interest.
The machine's a monster, Scully. It's already killed 2 people. They won't be able to handle it any better than Wilczek did.
Make no mistake, you will be held accountable.
Cool.
Mulder, put in the disc.
Yep, good girl.
What are you doing, Brad? Don't do this, Brad. Sector 7 knocks bombs home. Buggy standard time.
I do enjoy the way they portray viruses and such in old videos and shows and such, in old cinema. And well, that was a little creepy. Bye. Why'd you lower the gun? The guy's still there.
I checked with Congressman Klebanon, the Department of Corrections subcommittee. I even petitioned the Attorney General's office.
You won't find him.
They can't just take a man like Brad Wilczek without an explanation.
They can do anything they want.
Kinda.
Where is he?
In the middle of what we in the trade call hard bargaining.
Wilczek won't deal.
Loss of freedom does funny things to a man, and remember, Wilczek confessed to 2 murders, and you effectively destroyed the only evidence that could have exonerated him.
What else could I have done?
Nothing, unless you were willing to let the technology survive.
The Department of Defense still hasn't found anything?
Left no trace of the artificial intelligence. The machine is dead.
We'll make another one. That's what we do.
No, sir, still nothing, but I'd like to request...
What do you want to request, sir?
Yes, sir. No, I understand.
I want to know what you wanted to request.
6 more hours before we have to consign the whole damn thing to the metal shredder.
Maybe more time.
I can't follow the circuitry at all.
I'm gonna figure this thing out if it kills me.
Well then, we didn't get a whole lot in terms of information about the characters or anything like that. We got a little bit more information on some of Mulder's past work history with that guy who kind of sucked and who is no longer with us. Yeah, he sucked. I didn't trust him from jump. Decent episode. Quite interesting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I got to get to editing it and everything. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can leave me a comment or a like. I'd really appreciate that. You can always check out the Patreon or subscribe. Alright, I'm Jessie Nebulous. Bye.